What's going on? I want to jump on here just to kind of go over some updates over here to my kit. Just as a background, I'm primarily a portrait, a commercial photographer based in California, Southern California. I also like shooting landscapes and obviously take family portraits on my own time and just for fun. But that's primarily what I'm using my cameras for on a paid basis. So right now I'm shooting with Canon RF system, Canon R5 Mark II, upgraded to that one, and Leica system. I got a Q3, 43, and a SL3 are my primary cameras. Okay, for paid work. I know this is, and I've said it before in my cameras. I really like the RF28-70, the original, the one that's out right now, the one that is really compact. I've been for a while. I was shooting with the 28-70, and then I had that 70-200. I've since traded that in, and for the past several months, I've gone back to the original 24-70, which is 24-70 2.8. This one's stabilized. It's not as fast as the 28-70 2.0, but I've gone back to this for a couple reasons. I really, and again, this is just my personal preference. Everyone has their own taste and their own particular likes and dislikes, but I primarily like the Canon RF zooms over the other zooms that are out there right now, because they're all stabilized. So if you're going to pay that premium, I like the fact that they're stabilized for video. These days, being a hybrid shooter is definitely advantageous for paid work. So the fact that all of their zooms are stabilized, especially the standard and the wides, I like. At least I feel like I'm getting a little bit more for my money. I've gone with this one over the 28-70 because I feel I can still use this for video work, even like talking head stuff like this. I've been able to go ahead and put this 28-70. A lot of my videos over the past several months have been shot with this at 28-70, and I could put it on a little small tripod and it's fine. I couldn't do that with the 28-70, or at least I didn't feel comfortable putting that thing on a tripod. So I think I was talking to a Canon rep once, and they said they definitely do not recommend putting that on the tripod. That was like the #1 cause for all their repairs, is people trying to put that 28-70 mounted on a camera on a tripod, because it doesn't have a tripod foot and it's just too front heavy. Again, don't take my word for it. That was what a random Canon rep told me. So I obviously never put that thing on a tripod. It just never felt secure at all. This one I can, especially if you're probably shooting video at like 24 to 35, and it's right there, so it's not even when it's fully extended, it's fine. But on a small little tripod, tabletop, it's fine. And I haven't had any issues with that. So that's great. And it's just the form factor. It's just easier. It just fits in my bags easier. And I would say that is more... the being able to fit the camera in the bag is what really got me a lot easier than 28-70. I honestly, because the bodies, the modern Canon R bodies, I really like the ergonomics of these things. I never felt the 28-70. It didn't feel all that uncomfortable, to be honest with you, as big as it is, while I was shooting. That wasn't the issue. The issue was transporting with it and moving with it and putting it in a bag. It just didn't fit in all of my existing bags the way a normal lens, even these chunkier RF zooms, fit in my bag no problem. I can go ahead and fit this into like a Peak Design little sling with the 70-200. It's tight, but it fits in like a regular, I think it's like a 6-liter sling, the mid-size one. And it fits in all my existing camera bags, and it fit nicely in there. The 28-70, not so much. you know, it didn't quite fit. It was just always a pain. I couldn't move around as easily as I did. So it kind of, to me, offset the benefit of not having zooms. And I think, I mean, not having primes with you and just bringing that. But I did still feel limited by just having that 28-70. And when I had that lens with me, it made it harder for me to bring any other lens. And I typically, if I could, I ideally like to just bring like one lens mounted on the camera and then one secondary lens, which is why primarily for paid stuff, for quick running on stuff, I'm just going 24-70, 70-200, and I'm pretty much covered, you know? So just trying to keep things simple. And then for my own stuff, I'm shooting primes. But on the primes, I'm still leaning towards the L mount Leica and that really nice Sigma art glass. So that's where I'm at. So hopefully this is helpful. You know, I really like the image quality I get out of this 24-70. The 28-70 is great. Just for me, this is just easier. It allows me to do more things with it. I can do video with this. It's easier to transport with. And yeah, and it does feel slightly better in the hand, obviously, than the 28-70. And it's stabilized. But my main thing was how cumbersome it was to kind of transport with. And even at 2.0, I still want to shoot 1.4. And now with these new RF primes that I know are kind of polarizing, I like them personally. I'll probably start dabbling and playing around with those more. And so I'm fine with this as a 2.8 and maybe having like a 51.4 RF or 35 1.4 in the bag. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, we know how it goes. Photographers, we're always trying to find ways to spend more money sometimes. I don't know. It's a sickness. All right. Bye.